UNHCR. Assistance to voluntary refugee returns from Kenya to Somalia. UNHCR offers support to Somali refugees who wish to leave Kenya and voluntarily decide to return home. The process includes a series of 5 steps that each individual needs to go through in order to receive the assistance package in Somalia. Step 1. The Return Help Desk. The Return Help Desk provides information on conditions in Somalia and counseling that will assist refugees to make an informed decision about returning to Somalia. Here is what will happen at the Return Help Desk. The Help Desk provides information on the current security, public services, and climatic conditions in Somalia and along the way home. Completion of the Voluntary Return Form. The Help Desk is where refugees can confirm the voluntariness of their spontaneous return by completing the Voluntary Return Form, the so-called VRF, and obtain guidance on how to access the return assistance. Biometric-based verification. Each refugee will be identified through the UNHCR biometric-based database in order to verify the identity of the person and their refugee status before providing material support. Return Intention and Counseling Questionnaire. The Return Help Desk will go through the return intention and counseling process in order to confirm and verify the voluntariness of the return decision, and explain the terms and conditions for the Refugee Return Support Package provided by UNHCR. Health screening and immunizations. A basic health check is conducted to ensure that the person who wishes to return is fit to travel and receives health information on how to manage existing health conditions. Immunizations will be undertaken whenever appropriate. Mine risks. The Help Desk will also provide information on mine risks and the road conditions in Somalia in order to prepare for the journey. There is a 7-day thinking period from the time of listing for return. After the 7 days, refugees may proceed with the completion of the voluntary return form and the return support process. Before embarking on the journey to Somalia, the refugee may, if appropriate, hand in the food ration card, the alien identity card, and, if the entire family is returning to Somalia, they should also vacate the plot which they were allocated during the time of asylum. Once this is completed, the refugee will receive an unconditional cash grant and a travel kit that contains blanket, sleeping mat, hygiene and dignity kit, jerry can, mosquito net, cutlery and crockery, flashlight, energy biscuits. The formalities in Kenya are now done, and the return journey can begin. The border way station is located at the entry point in Somalia and is where the returnee, who is now no longer a refugee, will go through step number 3. At the border way station, returnees will have access to emergency medical services, as well as information related to the journey ahead. The returnee who has now arrived in Somalia has to go through a verification exercise, where the fingerprints will be scanned to confirm the identity of the person. Registration will include that the official return documents, the so-called VRF, Voluntary Return Form, is registered once more to confirm the actual return to Somalia. A hot meal will be offered to returnees at the border way station, where there are different facilities available, including access to water and sanitation. There will be information on the current security situation and climatic conditions in Somalia, as well as information related to the return routes. This is done to ensure general awareness of the journey ahead, as well as awareness of the general situation in the area of return. Returnees will be able to stay at the border way station, offering lodging for 1 night before continuing the journey home the day after. Located centrally in areas of return in Somalia, the home way station handles final verification, offers detailed information about the area of return, as well as access to emergency medical services and lodging for 1 night. This is also where distribution of the return package will take place. The returnee will undergo biometric verification, and have his or her fingerprints scanned once more to confirm the identity. The returnee will be offered a hot meal at the home way station, where there are different facilities available, including access to clean water and sanitation. There will be access to information about the current security situation, updates on climatic conditions in Somalia, and information related to the return routes, to ensure general awareness of the journey ahead, as well as the general situation in the area of return. The home way station offers returnees the opportunity to stay for one night before moving on to the home area. Before departure, the returnees will be guided to a distribution site in order to receive the reintegration support package. This package includes the following: plastic sheets, blankets, sleeping mats, kitchen set, jerry cans, soap, plastic rope, nails, 3 months of food rations, livelihood startup grant. Step 5. Arrival home. The returnee has arrived to his or her destination and home area. Early support to kickstart the reintegration process will be provided through UNHCR and aid agencies to address urgent returnee and community needs. There will be different community-based projects and activities to promote peaceful coexistence for the benefit of returnees and the communities in the home areas. The returnees will be asked different questions with regard to their journey and the experiences faced in the process of return. In order to ensure dialogue and transparency, UNHCR encourages returnees to make use of the feedback system to report any irregularities. The toll-free number to complain if there are critical concerns or irregularities is 345. Returnees can further report incidents related to their safety and security, as there will be several referral mechanisms in place to ensure that needs for protection are addressed. The home way station will have more information on these services and how to report incidents that may occur. Remember, returning to Somalia is fully voluntary, and any decision to return should be made on the basis of sufficient information about the situation in the area of return. More information can be provided by the return help desks in Kenya in advance of a decision to return to Somalia. UNHCR would also like to remind you that humanitarian aid is free, and that no one can or should ask for payment for any humanitarian assistance to be provided. Remember that the toll-free number in case of problems with the return support is 345.